I think to simplify this a little bit, when in a situation you're feeling really angry at someone or at a situation, is mindfulness a tool where you just stand still, give yourself that, 10 seconds of reflection period, and you say, what emotion am I experiencing right now? What story am I thinking in my mind right now? And you start, understanding your emotions a bit better. And most of the times, I've also, in my experience of having learned mindfulness from you, I realize that when I'm sometimes just for no reason feeling, I'm feeling agitated, right? I don't know why, but I'm feeling agitated today, and I would always give it a pause. I would not think too much about it, make less of it, start doing something to, ignore that feeling. But having learned mindfulness from you, I realized that I need to focus on that feeling a bit more and ask myself, why am I feeling the way I'm feeling right now? And that mindfulness actually leads to dissolving that emotion in a flick of a moment. So
Yeah.
that was very, very powerful. And I really wanted to mention, because that's absolutely changed my life and my emotional reaction towards, other people or to a situation. And it doesn't like feels like it has less impact on my
Yeah.
life.
I can actually give a real life example of this, a vulnerable example. So I mentioned my past in bullying. Now, what is modern day bullying? It's not in your physical environment because you're grown up now, but it comes through the internet. So I had this experience where you have these YouTube comments. I get beautiful comments, but once in a while, as all YouTubers, we get one of those comments, and the typical pattern is, why are you trying to fool people for money? This is a standard line, because they look at personal development trainers and coaches and think they just in it for money. Like, we get up in the morning going, who can I scam today? So that's how people sometimes look at it. So someone commented like that, and this whole thing of, you're bad. That's why do we have the bully rejection feeling? What does rejection make us feel? Basically, it makes us feel you're bad, you're not good, you're bad, right? So when someone comes and comments like that on the YouTube channel, I noticed at that time, so a while ago, and the feeling came up of that pain that suddenly hits you when you see that comment. You're just in here to fool people, just make money. And the feeling came, and I sat down with it. And if you don't do mindfulness, here's what would happen: is you'll go back, you'll reply back, you're angry, your mood is gone. Now you've built an idea in your head: people don't like spiritual people, there's only bad people out there, nobody understands me. And this is what happens when you don't do mindfulness: is you go into a storyline. What happens when you do mindfulness is you sit down and immediately imagine that the world is a mirror. This person who wrote this statement is also a third dimensional mirror. What is it mirroring in me? It's making me feel this stuff. Okay, the stuff has come from my childhood experiences. So now I'm feeling this heaviness in my body, this butterflies in my stomach, my ears are hot, my throat feels locked up, my chest is locked up, and I sit and I watch it. I'm not here to fight that person, I'm going to watch it. As I watch it, this experience goes away, and I'm in my heart. I'm grateful for this person to help me heal this moment. I'm grateful that this person showed me something that I could work on. Now I'm no longer in hate. I can now respond to this person and say, hey, I'm sorry that you felt this way. And I'm not fighting, and I'm creating a better world, a better humanity, because I get to help her feel understood. Because in her life, she has only seen people who have abused their power, who have abused their platform, and who have cheated, right? That's her experiences. That's caused her emotional pain that caused her to write that statement. Now we understand each other. Now we're healing together, as opposed to not doing mindfulness and then punching each other out and then going into the state of what the world is like right now. See?
Absolutely. And I have been an avid follower of your YouTube channel myself. And you definitely have mastered this art of, ignoring these comments and carrying on despite them, because, these are big challenges for any person who's showing up online, to see negative comments, even if they're 1 in 100, it does affect you. No wonder you've got a golden play button in YouTube, Kartika. It must
Yeah.
have been a huge achievement for you. So there are lots of listeners here who are contemplating starting this YouTube channel and not doing it because of the same reasons of, if I'm rejected, if people don't accept me, what would be one advice or tip that you would like to give to these listeners?
Let people not accept you, let them be human. The good news is, when people don't accept you, you find the people who do accept you. So don't change yourself. Your crowd, your tribe will find you anyway. It's like It's like it's natural, it's nature. The tribe moves together, and you will find. I mean, sometimes I'm doing this level 3 interviews for our group coaching program, and I'm interviewing people from different parts of the world, and there are people from small villages in the middle of nowhere who watched this YouTube channel, who've done our programs. I wouldn't have even known. How did I go out and look for these people? Did I go out and put out an ad in the middle of nowhere and say, hey, listen, I'm sick? No, how did they find me? There are 1,000 YouTubers, and they each will find their own unique crowds. You never are in competition with anyone. So you never have to worry about rejection, because they reject you, great, they're not your crowd. The ones who are meant for you will find you and stay.
Absolutely. I mean, you're doing a fabulous job, as I said before, teaching people how to manifest their dream lives on YouTube.